So, good day. This is the morning face of Miriam Imabailan. And so, as for the video, I have felt sympathy for the wives been who have who have experienced adultery. Am I right? Because their husbands who have seek their pleasures with another woman, maybe not pleasures, or just have seek what he should seek towards his wife. And these thoughts will not be really organized. I will just be talking about directly on the things that I have remembered regarding the video. Also, in the video, it really shows discrimination. So the title of the video is Stand for Truth, Lalaking Nangangaliwa Pwede Nang Idemanda. So we basically know that it is not only the man or the husband that commits adultery, but also the wives. But sadly, there are some husbands that would rather keep to themselves if their wives would commit adultery. Just like for example, like those wives who are going to abroad, or like being on OFW, but then the husband would just like know for a few years or so on that their wife have been with someone outside, so they cannot do about it. They can't do anything about it. Just like, and also in our not in our country, or like in our culture, we have been said that if a boy or if a man cries, or if you tell someone else regarding that matter, you would you're so weak for being like that, you're so weak for crying and all that stuff. So that's why that men would rather keep to themselves that their wives have committed adultery. So that is why that on the other hand, while wives or girls or women, if their husbands or their partners have committed adultery towards them, they would really post it into social media directly, let everybody know that their husband have committed adultery. It's like being scandalous, for the fact that it is a family matter, it is a family problem which will be solved by your own family or within the family itself. And also, they have talked about the two victims. I forgot the name, the first and second. So the second one, I was really shocked, where he was fighting breast cancer, and while her husband was being with someone else. And also that his husband seek help, because his husband and the mistress doesn't have a home, or they were sent out, and that's why they seek help for the wife, that where could they stay. It is so mind-blowing of how the audacity that the husband has, to seek help from the wife itself, who is illegal. I would just like to say, for those men who have committed adultery, who are planning to commit adultery, why do such a thing? Not only I would like to talk to the men. As for now, so why would you commit adultery? Is your wife not enough? Why did you marry her in the first place? In the first place, if you would do such a thing, why make vows in front of God? If you would do such a thing. I mean, aren't there any ways for you to, I don't know why people commit adultery. Is it you were being seduced or something? Wasn't he or she enough for you? Well, you really have to do some reflection regarding yourself for you not to cause or distress someone which is your partner. And let's go back to discrimination. It is a discrimination, because what I have said, because it only talks about those women who have suffered adultery. But how about those men where their wives covet also? I mean, they should like revise this law or bill or something for us to have equality, maybe, that not only for men, not only for women, but also for the men out there who are also suffering silently with themselves, have no one to talk with, or somewhat like that. On a deeper context, also, the first woman or the first victim in the video was stressed about the money, because how will she feed her family or sustain her family, and so just a suggestion, or what do you call this, for me, I would like to tell those women that before marrying someone else, you should like be stable, financially stable as your own self. Like you should not depend on your husband, like to be the breadwinner of the family, because when the time comes like that, when your husband leave you with someone else, or just leave you because he doesn't like you anymore, there would be no financial problem, because you can sustain yourself along with your children, because you have a work, and what else, or you have a work, you have money to feed them, to go for them to go to school, and so on and so forth. Because as for our generation right now, it's like there should be independent women. It's not like the other generations back then, that where women should stay at home to do laundry, to wash dishes, to watch for the children, to do household chores, so on like that. But now we are revolutionized. Is it the term? No, we are the new woman, where we should go to work. It's not a should, but somewhat like that we should go to work for us to earn our own money, because also the economy right now is like so high. The prices of the products, the goods are high. The wage of the husband cannot sustain the family itself, but they need to be partners, where the husband and the wife could link each other's wages for them to sustain their children and their family for the upcoming years. So yeah, for overall, my points for this video is that men and women who have their partners, their opposites, about just their partners who have partners, should really keep into mind or reflect before doing such a thing, that is it worth it? Would I cause someone else would I cause someone else pain? I'm having a mental block, so yeah. So pain. And you should really think that why you should do that in the first place. What is the purpose? Yeah. And also, is it really worth it? And second, for those women who are really dependent on their husband, you should not, because you are your own husband. Charot. You should really be independent woman, because we were born and raised by our families to be independent on our own. Not only women should be dependent, right? Also men should be dependent. It is just like when two persons get married, they become as one. So that is why they somehow become dependent on their partners. I was saying that men and women should be independent on their own. I just remembered I said dependent on their own. That's not what I meant. It's independent. I mean, I will not do this cuts, or this will be a raw video. I have not written anything or a script. This is basically not scripted. This is purely raw. Also, my face is raw. Nothing is edited. That is my face. That is my frizzy hair. So yeah, that is I think that is only my points. Let us not hurt our loved ones, because in the first place, why did you marry him or her? No, yeah, why? And is it really worth it? We should be independent in ourselves. And also for the video, it is really discriminating, or the bill or law, it is really discriminating for the men, because men are also humans who will easily get hurt. They just don't say it verbally, but look into their eyes and you will see. So that is all for my video, and I hope I have delivered somehow my thoughts, my feelings regarding the video. And have a good day, and God bless. Thank you.